Hello everyone and welcome back to MrSchaub's class. Today we are going to be talking about DNA function and sequencing. A good topic, and yes, you do need to take notes. Okay. Does anyone know what the main function of our DNA is? The main point of DNA, the main function is to store our genes, our genetics, which are then used to pass on to our offspring. So how the heck does it do it? How does DNA store all this info? There's a lot of info to make it a complete student. Right? Now, we talked about DNA before, and we talked about 4 bases. Does anyone remember what those 4 bases were called? Yes. Adenine, cytosine, guanine, and thymine. Beautiful. Yes, those are the 4 bases that make up our DNA code, if you will. Now, we talked about these bases, and where do they connect to? The backbone of DNA. Beautiful. The deoxyribose and the phosphate group. All right. Now, what is the specific order of adenine, thymine, cytosine, and guanine? Yes? Yes, that is true. Adenine always bonds with thymine, and cytosine always bonds with guanine. But I was talking about the DNA sequence. Does it go A, C, T, G, B? No B. It doesn't. Well, it does have a specific one, but we don't know what it is. But it is that DNA sequencing that makes up our genes. So, what is DNA sequencing? It is boop, the order of the adenine, cytosine, guanine, and thymine in our genes. 17th. So, they are not just random, these adenine, thymine, cytosine, guanine. They are in a specific order, but each order does something different. Every specific sequence, certain order, makes a specific gene. So let's say the gene for coolness, for example, went adenine, thymine, cytosine, thymine. It would always go adenine, thymine, cytosine, thymine. Okay? I'm just joking. There's no real specific gene for coolness, but we all know if it was, yeah, this guy would have it. All right. So if it's true that the specific order these things go in determines the gene, what happens to the gene if we change this order? It will change. Beautiful. If we change the order of these bases, it will also change the gene. You feel me? You getting this? Still loving the headset? Yeah. All right. So if that's true, any idea how many genes we have as human beings? A lot. What was that? 30,000. Good guess. Yes, 30,000 genes. Exactly. Give or take. Give or take. Now, each one of these 30,000 genes has a specific sequence of adenine, thymine, cytosine, and guanine. Okay? Also, just so you know, these genes are different lengths. Some have the sequence of 100 bases. Some can have thousands. Some can have a few. Okay? Each gene is different lengths. But each gene codes for something different. You feel me, Abby? Oh, I'm not supposed to use the name, sorry. Feeling me, young ma'am? Alright. Now, great. So we have these genes. We have this DNA that holds these genes. What do the genes do? These genes are our blueprints. Okay? They're like the blueprints. The genes themselves don't actually do anything. But they're the framework. The framework to make what? Us. What are we made of? Cells, what are cells made of? Proteins, yes, good job. Proteins. The genes, ladies and gentlemen, are a blueprint for our proteins. And if these genes change, what happens to the protein? The protein changes. All right. Thank you very much. Excellent, excellent talk. Next time we will learn about all these beautiful different organisms. Thank you. Bye-bye.